Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It On. First thing I'm going to do is read the description of our new grimoire. It looks like a generic description for grimoires, but we haven't seen it yet, so let's go ahead and read it. A grimoire is the lifeblood of any wizard's magical repertoire. These books are painstakingly constructed with rare materials arranged in precise configurations, and are able to temporarily hold fragments of ambient soul essence, which is channeled through the book and discharged in the form of a spell. It is a popular misconception among the uninitiated that wizards are the shapers of the magical energies they wield. In truth, it is the pages of the grimoire that do the shaping. The art of wizardry is in the disciplined control and manipulation of the grimoire, with the most skilled wizards able to coax spells of maximal effectiveness and magnitude from their tomes. Though all grimoires are limited by a finite set of pages, many accomplished wizards are known to carry several grimoires at once, to handle a variety of situations. I'll also take this time to learn the new spells. And slot our old grimoires with Fireball. Alright, and Kana wants to speak.
Poor Mayorwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
I don't think knowledge was the problem. He said that if I can find out what caused this, it might help me. That is true. And there's no such thing, in my experience, as too much knowledge. Kana smiles. Come, we'll find your answers. And mine, I hope.
Yeah.
A worn book lies on the table, its pages filled with nonsensical scrawls. The sickly sweet smell of rot rises from this half-eaten fruit.
Yes? I'll see what I can find.
Let's make sure these chests aren't trapped.
I'll see what I can find. I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Also, this wall looks like it might come down. It might also loop around in the dungeon. Maybe that's an alternate way to get inside and speak to Mayorwald. If you don't have the mechanic skill to open the door.
I shall be discreet. I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Yeah.
You cannot wait that older set? I don't want to discuss it.
I forgot to mention, so I'm pretty sure Aloth is awakened. He has the multiple voices that we hear him speaking in, and he also questioned the awakening of Mayorwald. Yeah, let's swing down this way first.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Healing Hands. Generic description. Grants restore light endurance 3 per rest. We give that to Adair so he can sustain himself. I could give it to Durance if I wanted to, but then if he goes down, we don't have any healing. Cobblestones and bricks are bound to the rusted old cart by thick spiderwebs.
Shh.
So Durance is in really rough shape. Let's give him his ranged weapon.
How may I? Help.
A heavy iron key. This heavy iron key has an adherent stamp upon its handle. The handle is coated with a rough layer of rust. I'm willing to bet that was the key needed to get into that room with Mayorwald. Also, I should have checked that crate for a trap. Got a little hasty. Luckily for us, it is not a lesson learned. A charming wall of energy extends across this doorway like a curtain. It repels forward movement with unnatural force. Interesting. Perhaps the voice in that throne upstairs knows more. Perhaps indeed.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
How may I help?
Following your lead.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
Brave Dalfilathil.
Oh, so we got a new ability as well. Let's heal up first. Speaker to the Restless. So it frightens foes in an AoE for 9.5 seconds, which looks like it's reduced right now, right? Yeah, because we took a hit to our intellect because we're sickened. The Watcher speaks directly to the souls of his or her enemies, filling them with dread of what awaits them in the wheel. Cool. What does this do? Alright, can't click on it. That's fine.
Kinda stuck over here.
Alright, back to slaying.
Hey.
Don't you do it. You jerk.
Yes. Brave Dalfilathil.
Kinda stuck over here.
Alright, so now we're in bad enough shape. I think it's worth using my last camping supplies. I was trying to be stingy with it, but didn't pan out.
Let's see what lies this way.
Clear this room real quick, and... Oh, saw enemy. Oh. Alright, let's rest before we do anything else. Not in sight. Alright, we'll go down here first, then we'll push up that way.
Nice and quiet.
And what does the flame reveal?
Oh, that's right, that's where the enemies are at. I assume they can't be aggroed on this side. Oh, there's a Spider Queen. Okay. Get a couple buffs out real quick.
Let's go.
What is Kana doing? You big weirdo. Alright, screw it. We'll throw out a couple of spells that way. Let's go and try and debuff these guys first. Alright, Blessing out next. Kana's not in a terrible position for his... The Thunder rolled like Waves on Black Seas ability. Or chant, whatever you want to call it.
Hey.
Oh, are they immune to it? That's unfortunate. Okay, well... Good news. Let's go and throw this Try and blind them. Like so. Fire on this guy. Alright, we got the damage buff out. Let's do Holy Radiance next. Cool. Also, he's no longer injured, so we can have him in melee. Not as risky now. I'm gonna pop this and get another little heal out.
How may I?
Most inconvenient.
Alright, let's wrap this up. Sweet, and my main character leveled up. Void React. So it is a stiletto, unique, bypasses 3 DR, 20% of damage restored as endurance, damaging 1 plus 15% damage. Void React once belonged to a prominent military instructor in the capital city of Adir. The instructor was a cipher whose gift were seldom used by his empire. He grew frustrated at his superior's inability to see the potential of ciphers to perform key missions that no other force would be capable of. He began making his opinion known, and over time the opinion became more subversive and radical, until at last his unsanctioned activities got him charged with treason. The officer and crew that came to detain him, however, underestimated him as much as the Empire had. With only this blade and the talents of his mind, he slew his would-be captors. He fled the city and embarked on a life as a duelist, obsessed with proving his potential to any who would question it. In the end, his life ended in the manner that the lives of duelists typically do, and the potential he often spoke of would remain just that. The knife still bears his psychic imprint, and the wielder will often get flashes of the maneuvers the original owner performed in order to deliver the killing blow to his opponent. Long sentence without punctuation. Some regard this as a curse, but many find value in it, and use such experiences to better realize the knife's potential. Were not for evidence of heavy use about the handle and pommel, Void React would seem new, its cutting edge perfectly beveled and honed without a single nick along its length. I don't have anyone that uses stilettos right now. We'll have Adair keep track of it for us until we find someone that can, or will, or does. Alright, let's level up as well. Athletics is more important for the healing. Alright, so this is really good. We're going to grab Sworn Enemy. Marks an enemy as the focus of the Paladin's Righteous Fury, granting accuracy and damage bonuses against the target until combat ends or the target goes down. When you mark the target, it's plus 20% damage and plus 15 accuracy against that marked target. Super good. And again, it lasting until combat ends is fantastic, so it's really good for boss fights. Weathered and covered with a dull patina. I said that right. Its elaborately carved pillar appears far older than the surrounding structure.
Nice and quiet.
We have note up there. Let's see. It definitely looks like a gate or door that I should be able to go through. A tiny spider pet. Far smaller than its wilder cousins, this pocket-sized spider has surprisingly alert little eyes. It circles around to look up at you whenever you approach. Well, I'll be. We'll keep him around with us until we find our next pet. Doing quick save.
Keeping quiet.
And what does the flame reveal?
Takes us back up top, but we're at up top. I'm not going to go through it yet either way. We still have more down here to explore, so let's do that first.
Sure.
Brave thou feel.
That's not good.
I can up here and pop this.
This isn't working. Brave thou.
Let's.
Alright, Adair leveled up. Athletics for him as well. Alright, so I see Vigorous Defense being good. Discipline Barrage is also fine. I don't want the penalty to accuracy. This would be good. We can't get past their front line without having to disengage. I could pull someone to us, so my paladin can start dishing out the damage. Let me check something else. So, I don't want him to use swords. Who gets the flail? He does. Or, adventurer. But there's nothing else under the adventurer that I want. I'll probably end up going knight once I find a better sword or battle axe. I mean, he is the tank. But like right now, he has a flail that heals him when it hits. So if I take a penalty to accuracy, he won't be getting that free healing. I think this is worthwhile. So if they have a backline that I can't get to, they're slinging spells, I think this is better to have. Also think this would be really good to have. Let's go and grab Into the Fray. The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing pierce damage, and leaving them dazed. You target someone, you do some pierce damage. It's a 5-meter pull. And if successful, dazed for 12 seconds. Sounds good to me. Door here that leads us back to where we came from. Let's fight these guys first.
Brave thou
Let's go.
has been put. As you say.
Right.
Alright, not too shabby. Been like kind of getting attacked there. That's why I do want the... Is it Guardian? That was Adair to engage 2 more enemies, because then they won't try to run past us. Or as many won't try to run past us. So we'll get that at some point. And I'll probably get the... I forgot what it's called already. The defensive stance that gives him the accuracy penalty, just to make up for some of the deflection he loses. That gives you, what, 10 deflection? Yeah, 10 deflection, and then minus 10 accuracy. You lose 5 deflection for the Guardian talent. And we'll see.
Aye? I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Following your lead. As you say. Fortico!
And that guy did not want to go down. Cool. Elotha is leveled up as well. Mechanics for him. Well, hold on. Let me check one more thing. What does he start with in mechanics? So we've seen this one before. Let's go through and read all of these so I know what they are, what they do. The Arcane Dampener creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in the area of effect. Sounds pretty good. Arduous Delay of Motion alters the perception of time for enemies in the area of effect, lowering their speed and movement. We've seen this one already. Crackling Bolt. Caster becomes a living generator for a powerful bolt of electricity that streaks out in a straight line and bounces off walls, harming anything caught in its path. No, I've played enough Baldur's Gate, I'm not interested in anything like that. Deleterious Alacrity of Motion. Caster draws upon his or her life force to gain an increase to speed and movement while draining his or her own endurance. Expose Vulnerabilities. Bears the enemy's combat vulnerabilities for all to see, reducing their damage reduction, deflection, and concentration. We're going to grab that one. Kalikoth's Minor Blights. It's a ball of energy in the caster's hand that can be thrown at an enemy, causing burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage to anyone caught in the area of effect. Lights are continually replenished until the spell ends. Lengrass Displaced Image. Causes the caster to appear visually displaced, increasing their deflection and reflex for the duration. Additionally, any deflection and reflex attacks that score hits will be converted to grazes. Sounds pretty good. Might get that. Minnaletta's Bounding Missiles. Summons 3 missiles that pierce through the target and lead to 2 additional targets each. I think we'll grab that instead. Pretty good. Noxious Burst. Spews forth a poisonous cloud of foulness that causes corrode damage and leaves victim sickened. And then, I believe you roll the R for this, right? It's Ringrim. Let's say Ringrim. Ringrim's Repulsive Visage. The caster's face becomes a nightmarish mask of rotting, insect-infested flesh, or other images of unspeakable horror, compelling all nearby foes to become terrified and sickened. So I like this one too. I guess I don't need that much offense, right? I have Fireball as a level 3 spell already. So we'll keep this instead.
Aye?
Let's go ahead and slot these. Oh cool, they're slotted automatically. Are they slotted in all 3? No. Cool. Alright, in we go.
Keeping an eye out.
Thought that was a book or pamphlet.
I'll see what I can find.
This is where we came in at.
Keeping quiet.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Let's get some buffs down first. Okay. I see you guys back there. That's too far away. What do we have? It's a Gold Pack Knight. One of my fellow Order members. Let's go ahead and cast that on him. Alright, let's get this other buff out as well. Kana's just going to do his thing, it looks like. That's fine. But... Alright, fireball back there. I will throw out a Holy Radiance right now. And this should be about to pop up. There we go, that was really good. The Gold Pack Knight is dead. Fantastic. Try and paralyze this guy. This is just target foes, right? Oh, it's an AoE sickened. Alright, so let's not do that. It doesn't say it just targets foes. So instead, try and knock him back. Then Adair can come help deal with this guy. Actually, pull him to you. Alright, try that again. Pretty good AoE on that.
I shall... Hey.
Laying low.
Alright, put in good work. See, I swear. Yeah, see?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
I know how games work. Alright, we're gonna run back over here, and in the next episode, we'll go up this ladder and see where it takes us. We can't go in here yet, and I don't think there's anywhere else we can go. At least not yet. Well, besides this gate here, but I can't open that. Or maybe I can, I don't know how. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we will ascend the ladder and see what's up there. And we'll have to go return and speak to the throne. Am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.